Hello, welcome to the
Hello.
show.
Thank you.
So
It's been
nice
a
to
long
see.
time coming.
I know. So nice to see your lovely face and have you here. Before we get started, can you just tell the people at home your name and what you do?
Sure. My name is Alia Salem. I'm the founder and executive director for FACE, which stands for Facing Abuse in Community Environments. And we investigate abuse of religious and community leaders and help to expose them so that we can provide victims alternative avenues towards justice, reimagine community safety, and also to provide institutions in the community better means of background checks and hiring and firing processes.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. So, where are you living right now? Like, what city are you in?
Currently, I am in the immediate suburb of Dallas, still in Dallas City. Um, but if people are familiar with the Dallas area, I'm in the University Park, Highland Park, Oaklawn, like peninsula
Okay.
or Bermuda Triangle, whatever you'd like to call it.
All right. So I personally have been at home basically. I go to the grocery store to get food, but I remember I started not leaving my house about March 15th. It's been 4 months now. So, how about you? When did you start the whole self quarantine and everything?
So, funny story. I was right in the middle of a big investigation streak. So basically a multi-city, 11 cities, 3 countries. No, 11 cities, 2 countries, but there was a third country involved because I booked a vacation right in the middle of my investigation, bonanza. Um, and as I was coming back from Canada, we were hearing all about, it was starting to actually get serious. We literally, when we were going into Canada, we were like, psh, people be freaking out. They were talking about COVID all on the TV, and we were just like,
It's
whatever. It's like,
overblown.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were like, it's the flu. Like, why are y'all being crazy?
Yeah.
And then when we were leaving Canada, we were a bit freaked out. Not
Mm.
not a lot, but enough. And then I went to Philly for a few days there for an investigation. And it got a little bit more serious. And that was in at the beginning of March. So I was in Philly around the 8th of March, I think. And then the vacation was supposed to go start for Punta Cana. And my girlfriends and I, some people dropped out because it was a big 40th birthday trip for one of my friends. And we were like, hell no, we going to Punta Cana. So COVID be damned. We were ignorant Americans flying during the pandemic. Um, so full disclosure there, and we came back a day early because they were going to close the border the day that we were coming back from Punta Cana. And so I went into immediate 2-week quarantine all by myself, locked up in my room, and I barely said 2 words to my roommate in 2 weeks. It was pretty tough.
Yeah.
So
Very
about
serious.
March 16th, I went into quarantine. 17th.
Okay. Was the trip worth it though?
Girl, it was so worth it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna lie. It was needed
Yeah,
before
it's
going into quarantine.
for sure. It's
Yeah.
good that you have that. I was just working, working, working up
Yeah.
until the day before.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
literally on the 14th, that Saturday, I had gone to work. So, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I know for many years you've been involved in civil rights organizations, and even on a national level, you've been involved in things. And you were the director of the of CARE DFW. Is that correct?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Can you just tell us a little bit about the work that you did when you were there?
Sure. So CARE stands for Council on American Islamic Relations, and CARE's a civil rights and advocacy organization that helps and basically specializes in supporting Muslim Americans with resources and information and support when they have been victims of civil rights and social justice violations. So a lot of the work is awareness campaigns and helping inform people, doing a lot of Know Your Rights presentations, empowering youth and helping them to really step into their power and not feel like they're not a part of this country and not, a deep interwoven piece of the fabric. And finding a lot of times finding legal resources and using our bully pulpits to stand up for justice um, when I was there. So cases like some of our more notable clients during that time were the Ahmed Mohammed case. People more know him for as the clock boy, the kid who made a little clock in a pencil kit, and he got arrested saying that it
Mhm.
was a hoax bomb. Poor little nerdy 14-year-old kid, and he knew his rights. He was a really interesting kid. And then the debates around the Farmersville Cemetery and the Draw the Prophet Muhammad cartoon contest. We had to deal with the Garland shooting when those two terrorists came and shot up the facility where they were holding the Draw the Prophet Muhammad cartoon contest and stuff like that. And then I ended my career with CARE. The last big thing that we did was a huge demonstration at the DFW airport,
Mm.
where we had nine victims that were detained when the Muslim ban was signed into order by the newly minted president of the United States, Donald Trump, a week into office. And so I basically worked almost 24 hours around the clock for 3 days, and we got well, it wasn't quite 3 days. It was in total, it was a day and a half. They were detained for some of them were detained for 48 hours and some of them were detained for 36 hours. So we were able to get the nine that were detained for over 48 hours. We were able to get released into my custody at the CARE office after 2.5 days of protest, and that was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. I wish it never happened because
Yeah.
those people didn't need to go through that, but to see the community turn out in the force that it turned out with was incredible.
And that was non-Muslim people as well.
Oh, it was everybody. It
Yeah,
was everybody from all walks of life.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It gives me goosebumps to this day to see how to have people chanting things like this is what democracy looks like, and just every color of the rainbow, every religion on the planet, no religion, just every language spoken, and they were all there to say to Muslims that they were welcome and that they belonged here, and having the mayor come and make statements, and having the Dallas County commissioner to support and make statements and advocate for release. Like, it was a true community effort and opposition towards this fascist president. So it was great to see.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a little break, and when we
Okay.
get back, we want to talk more about what's been happening